The wheels are only ever driven by an electric motor, and that means that we can control the engine that's generating the electricity separately to the driving speed and the acceleration. But we've also added another technology, which is active noise cancellation. So very similar to the headphones that you use on the aeroplane, we have a speaker in the luggage room of the car that will play the inverse noise to the engine and cancel it out. So when you're driving around the city, the engine can start and stop, and you won't even notice it's happening.
I'm Zoe Daniel. You're paying too much income tax, and big multinationals aren't paying enough. A total tax review will make tax fairer for everyone.
Authorised by Zoe Daniel, 677 Nepean Highway, Brighton East, Victoria.
Under Albanese, living standards have crashed. Now Labor's revealed 10 years of deficits. That means we'll get even higher bills, even higher debt, even higher taxes. We can't afford 3 more years of Labor. Authorised by Ahurst Liberal, Canberra. A LISTNR production.
G'day, it's Tom Perri with you. Anglicare Australia is appealing to all parties to commit to affordable homes ahead of this Saturday's federal election. Its latest rental affordability snapshot shows less than 1% of Aussies nationwide can afford a rental on a full-time minimum wage. Deputy Director May Azizi says regional areas like the Limestone coast aren't faring much better than the major cities.
We're seeing that regional areas just don't offer a reprieve from cities anymore. There's virtually nothing affordable for people who live in regional areas unless they're part of a couple, and then they've got a few more options.
State Parliament resumed yesterday for the first time since assault charges were laid against South East MP Nick McBride. The member for MacKillop was among those to speak during question time, asking about the timeline for the new Narracourt police station, with Police Minister Stephen Mulligan responding that it would be completed by late 2027. McBride has also released a short statement to the media regarding the charges, saying it is a private matter currently before the courts and he will be making no further comment while the process continues. And the District Council of Robe has released its draft budget for the upcoming financial year, with ratepayers being invited to offer feedback. The document puts forward a minimum rate of $898 for households, with the average rate being just over $2,000, while the waste collection fee for households within the Robe Township is expected to rise by 9% to $414.
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Take the Pepsi Max Taste Challenge.
In soccer, Narracourt United has jumped to the top of the table in the Limestone Coast Premier League women's competition. It comes after they recorded a 3-1 victory at home against Gambia Centrals in round 5 over the weekend. Meantime, the Portland Panthers recorded their first win of the season, beating Millicent 2-0, while Blue Lake defeated International 2-1.
I'm Zoe Daniel. A 43% cut in emissions is locked in and legislated, so our kids won't be left with a climate bill. That's Action on Climate, delivered.
Authorised by Zoe Daniel, 677 Nepean Highway, Brighton East, Victoria.
Albo and Allen are double trouble for Victoria. Labor's budget shows 10 years of deficits. And Victoria has the worst debt of any state. Victorians are paying more for mortgages and the biggest rent rises in over a decade. Crime is at an all-time high, and both Labor governments cut funding for Victorian roads. Don't double down on failure. We can't afford 3 more years of Labor. Authorised by S. Smith Liberal, Melbourne.